Today, I'd like to show you how to make a beach-inspired macrame hanging. My name's Angela, and I'm crafting from the boat that I live on and travelling up and down the east coast of Australia. I'm passionate about sharing my ideas and techniques with the world.
I've had so much rain lately, it's nice to see the sun. And I have a new idea. Whenever we're out on beaches and things, we always pick up whatever rubbish we can find. And we found this old crab pot that was completely neglected. See? Rusted, still tied to a tree. It's disgusting. The inner hoop is no good, I think. The outer hoop is going to be really good for a macrame project. So I'm going to cut it off. And yeah, I've got a really sweet idea.
I'm really sorry, but this video took me about a year to construct, so it's a little bit pieced out. First of all, I started by wrapping macrame cord around the top half of the hoop. Then I used lark heads knots to attach extra cords. Around the bottom where I wanted the ocean to be, I attached blue ones. What I love most about this project is being able to showcase some of my favourite beach finds. I added this really special whale. This is about 20 years old and it was one of the first things that I made as a jeweler when I was saw piercing. I'll show you quickly how I attached the cords. So basically all I did was kind of tie a knot like that, and then using a very nice long piece of macrame cord, I just kept twisting all the way around from where I thought the water should start on one side all the way through the beach to the other side. So all of it that is going to be with the white cord. Half of the cord, so I'd put the cord in half and I'd put the loop over like that, put the two pieces through, and then when you pull it tight, that's it. That's the lark's head knot, also known as the cow's hitch. So if you want this line at the front, you put the loop over the top, and if you want the loop at the back, you put it under the back. And I'll show you the differences. So you've got under the back, and over the top. So I used over the top for most of my designs. And so the second way to make a lark's head knot is to find the approximate middle of your cord, throw one over the side, and then place the middle about where you want it. Then with the side that you've put over, wrap it over the front, and then you want to go across the back of the rail, and then bring it across the top, put it through that loop, and pull it tight. And that gives you exactly the same result, but just a little bit more difficult. We were stopped in Pittwater, and these were some of the things that I found on the beach close to us. I'm originally from Tasmania and have been living in Queensland for most of my adult life, so coming to Pittwater was such an amazing experience. I really wasn't expecting all those intricate little river systems and all the little bays that we could stay in. We really enjoyed our time here. With all the pieces that I'm adding at the top, I'm making them long so that they nearly touch the floor. I'll be able to trim them up later. Now that I've got all my macrame cord hanging, I'm going to start thinking about my next knots. I'm going to use diagonal clove hitches, and I'm going to try and make it look like the sand with different tied lines. Diagonal clove hitches can be a little bit tricky at first. You need to pick one line that's going to be your horizontal line, and you always have the same one. I take the next vertical line and I pass it behind and then up, over and to the left. I can pull that tight, and then I take that same vertical line, pass it over and through the loop. When I pull that tight, it comes together just like that. So behind, up and around to the left, pull it tight, this time over, and then thread it under into the loop and pull it tight. You can make your horizontal line go up or down just depending on how tight you add the loops. Once you get the hang of it, you'll find it quite easy. This was one of my favourite projects to work on a beautiful day because I could also enjoy the view behind it. I added some air dry sea stars, which I thought looked really cute. There's another video where I show you how I made these. I realised towards the end that I hadn't made the dangling blue bits very even, so I fixed them up later. Here's a quick demonstration of the right twisting half square knot. Cords, and they need to be approximately the same length unless you're going to finish earlier, but they're really simple, so you always do the same. You can do a left twisting knot or a right twisting knot. So I'm going to start by grabbing the outside too, and that's what you do every single time. There are going to be kind of alternating each one. So I put one to the front and one to the back, and that makes 2 loops. So I'm going to bring the one from the back through the front and the one from the front through the back, and then you pull that tight, and then I'm going to do the same. So one to the back, one to the front, and through each other's loops. These 2 ones in the middle will remain the same, and these ones go up. So one to the back, one to the front, through the loops. One to the back, one to the front, and pull them through the loops. And that is exactly the same that you just carry on. So one to the front, one to the back, through the loops, one to the back, one to the front, and you can see it each time I do it, it's just putting a slight twist on it. So I'm going to do it all the way to the end just to show you. So always the same, front, back, and through the loops. And if you wanted to do a different twist, you would put the one from this side starting over the front instead. But I'm doing it this way, so over the front, over the back, and pull it tight. Front, back. And here's the finished product, guys. I hope you love it. It's one of my favorite designs, and I hope this has helped. Happy crafting, everyone.